Coy dog. When you hear the name of this animal, do you immediately think of a dog? A coy dog is a hybrid created from a male coyote and a female domestic dog. This type of hybrid has existed for a long time, long before European colonization in North America. While many hybrids are usually sterile, this one is highly fertile, especially when it comes to reproduction. It's no surprise that by 1982, their spread was estimated to reach 3,000 to 4,500 coy dogs across several U.S. states. In terms of body weight, coy dogs are relatively light, ranging from 15 to 30 kilograms. Their tail shape resembles that of a dog, as do their fur color patterns. They have a broad chest and a more distinct barking sound compared to coyotes. From the coyote side, coy dogs inherit a long, narrow snout, upright and sharp ears, and piercing eyes with a wild, alert expression. According to reports, coy dogs are currently found across the United States, Canada, and northern Mexico. Hinny. If a mule is produced from a female donkey and a male horse, then a hinny is the opposite. Not this one, but this one. In terms of body structure, hinnies are generally smaller than mules. This doesn't happen by accident. It's mainly due to the stronger influence of the mother's genes during early fetal development. Their voice is also unique. A hinny doesn't sound exactly like a horse, and it doesn't sound like a donkey either. Instead, its call sits somewhere in between the two. From its father, the hinny inherits a dense bone structure, harder hooves compared to horses, and a tail appearance with thinner hair near the base. From its mother, it inherits a horse-like head shape, a longer and more flexible neck, smoother movements, especially when running, and a slimmer body build compared to both horses and donkeys. When it comes to population, hinnies are extremely rare. Compared to mules, the ratio is estimated at 1 to 25, meaning for every 25 mules, there is likely only one hinny in captivity. So if you ever see one, you're looking at something truly rare in the world. Tiguar. The tiguar is an extremely rare big cat hybrid, produced from a mating between a male tiger and a female jaguar. This fertilization is possible because both animals still belong to the same genus, Panthera. Physically, the tiguar inherits a large, elongated body from the tiger, along with powerful leg muscles and stripe patterns that remain visible on parts of its body. From the jaguar, it gains a denser and more solid build, a broad chest, and exceptionally strong jaws with an extremely powerful bite. Its coat pattern is unique. The rosettes typical of a jaguar are present, but in many cases they blend with tiger stripes, creating an irregular and mixed fur pattern. In terms of reproduction, tigars are almost certainly sterile, especially males. This is why their numbers are so limited. Current estimates suggest that there are only around 12 to 15 tigers worldwide. Pumapard. Among the hybrid animals we've discussed so far, this is a cross that is strongly discouraged because it involves two animals from different genera, a puma and a leopard. Pumapards only grow to about half the size of their parents. They have a long body similar to a mountain lion, with long, slender legs typical of a puma, but they also carry faint spotted patterns inherited from the leopard. These markings are often barely visible. Their fur is described as ranging from sandy-colored to yellowish-brown. In terms of reproduction, pumapards are completely sterile. The genetic gap between the puma and panthera genera causes severe incompatibility, preventing the proper formation of reproductive cells. There are no verified reports of a pumapard ever reproducing. Today, a preserved pumapard specimen can be found at the Rothschild Museum in Tring, England. Carpondro. Crossbreeding doesn't only happen among mammals. This reptile is also the result of hybridization. Meet the carpondro. This animal is produced from a cross between a male carpet python and a female diamond python. Unlike hybrids, such as ligers or mules, which come from more distantly related parents, the carpondro comes from parents within the same species group. Anatomically, the carpondro has more glossy scales compared to the carpet python. It also displays golden yellow spots or lines shaped like diamonds, a trait inherited from its mother. On the other hand, the carpondro shows relatively rapid growth, a more complex body pattern. One of its most impressive traits is its climate tolerance, an extreme adaptation inherited from both parents. Carpet pythons are more heat-tolerant, while diamond pythons are better adapted to colder temperatures. A carpondro typically grows to about 2 to 3 meters in length. On the market, this snake is usually sold for around $1,000 to $2,000, a remarkable price for such a rare snake. Jeep. At first glance, this animal looks cute, but confusing. What should you call it? Is it a goat or is it a sheep? This is the jeep, an animal created through a biological technique that combines two different organisms into a single body. The jeep is formed by merging a goat embryo and a sheep embryo at a very early stage of development. The result is a single individual that is neither a pure goat nor a pure sheep, but a genetic combination of both. The distribution of genes is uneven throughout its body. In some parts, such as the head or legs, a jeep may display goat-like characteristics. In other areas, such as its wool or overall body structure, it may resemble a sheep. The purpose of this experiment was not to create a strange new animal, but to answer fundamental questions in developmental biology and immunology. Specifically, why the immune system does not always attack foreign cells. Jagulep. This is a male jaguar, and this is a female leopard. When they are bred together, the result is a jagulep, also known as a leguar. This type of breeding only occurs in captivity because the natural habitats of the parents are completely different. Jaguars live in the Americas, while leopards are native to Asia and Africa. Physically, the jagulep is extremely powerful. It has a large, muscular body that closely follows the jaguar's build, along with a broad head and strong jaws. Its physical strength is highly dominant, in some cases even surpassing that of a jaguar. From the leopard side, the jagulep inherits smaller rosette patterns, relatively long legs, and a long, flexible tail. Like most Panthera hybrids, jaguleps are almost always sterile. From an evolutionary perspective, this acts as a natural safeguard to preserve the integrity of each species. In terms of weight, jaguleps are quite heavy, ranging from 70 to 110 kilograms, and they still retain the strong predatory instincts of both parents. Historical records from 19th century zoologist A.D. Bartlett mention that he encountered several cases of breeding between male jaguars and female leopards. As for lifespan, jaguleps typically live for around 15 to 20 years. Dogla. An unusual name for a hybrid animal, dogla comes from an Indian term used to describe a cross between a male leopard and a female tiger. Another name for this hybrid is pantig. Its body is longer than a leopard's, with shorter legs and a mixed coat pattern. Faint tiger stripes blended with leopard-like spots. As an adult, a dogla can weigh between 80 and 140 kilograms, making it poorly suited for climbing. Doglas are known for having an unstable temperament. They carry the aggressive instincts of a tiger, combined with the alertness and agility of a leopard. This combination makes the dogla extremely dangerous, unpredictable, and very difficult to tame. The book Mammalian Hybrids, 1951, reported that breeding between tigers and leopards is generally unsuccessful, often resulting in very small embryos, about the size of a canary, that end in spontaneous miscarriage. However, some reports claim that a dogla was successfully born at Southam Zoo. According to a report by The Sun in 1978, the dogla was raised by a dachshund dog. Over time, it reportedly survived into adulthood before eventually being sold to an American zoo. Due to limited information, the exact zoo that purchased the animal remains unknown.